Alright, welcome everybody. This is a continuation of yesterday's stream, which ended abruptly. Hoping today will be a different story. We have a lot of things to do that were left behind from last stream. But now we have the time to do it, hopefully. And on this account, we're gonna do, just the regular stuff, actions, events, things like that. But the other account, we're gonna get the special inscription for pincer. It's going to be this one. And why this one? Well, because I have a lot more of smite commanders on that account, and this one is actually really good. People only look at the first part and think, that's not useful. But I'm looking more about the second part. The second part is really good, and it's applicable in garrison and in the open field as well, compared to the delta counterpart, which is actually good as well. But I don't have a full delta, lineup when it comes to the pairing. So the tech on this account is noticeably less compared to the other account, which has the $20 investment. Got the crystal production and crystal quest, and here I got to cutting corners 4, and we're gonna make it 5. And basically we can max this out all the way up to 10 without any hindrance. So all you have to do is unlock Color Arms 2 to reach the cutting corners. And to demonstrate that, I can show you real quick. I've been keeping track of everything that I did so far. So I got the minus all 25 on day 1. Academy, I went to 15 just to see whether there's some prerequisites. And then I went for 1 troop type, which is infantry. Then color arms to get to cutting corners, and then you can get color arms once again to reach cultural exchange, and then to reach the cutting corners you have to do all this, all this hooping around. But this is a tech from Bilek, and he made this recently, so I've been keeping this as my guideline. He went for, either level 25 or 18, but 18 is because of Color Arms 2 requires you to have a research center at 18, so we're gonna see when that actually pops up. But for the next KVK, I'm definitely going to do something different, which is max the mine and then make my research center level 17, because it is a prerequisite to reach Color Arms. I think Color Arms level 8, yeah, as you can see right here. If I want to max the first Color Arms, which is more troop capacity, I have to make it 17. And we're gonna make more progress today on the other account, so we can keep track as we go. But here, we still have more than gems. So on this account, we're going to do some gem spending as well. Actually, let's do that right now. Any good gem quests? That's 15,000, 11,000, 9.5. Alright, this is perfect. So on this account, I had 20k gems. And I don't have any boosts for the fight. The fight is on Friday. So I have 4 of these, and I think I'm going to buy from the VIP because I do have 10k quests. I'm going to buy 4 of these troop expansions. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's an easy quest, double value. And I'm going to keep some gems on hand because I do want to have gems at all times. Especially because I want the horde for the next, I think the next deck event has the drum. And for a drum, I don't need that many fragments. I think I only need like half, nearly half, but you know, it is manageable. But on this account, I did use a forging quest to make these leadership pants as an upgrade for the Karrock Epic Pants, which, you know, at first glance it's not an upgrade, it's actually less health, but you know, with the iconic and the possibility of getting more tiers, definitely is, and it's gold. I want to get rid of every single epic item I have, and only thing I'm going to have save are these gathering accessories because they are the best slot, but the silent trials, even though they're really good, they're going to be replaced with the drums and a horn. And on this account, speaking on the accessories, I do have nearly enough sculptures to get my hands on this guy. And I think I need like 13 sculptures to make him 5-5 triple 5-1. And considering this mechanic, and I don't think you need too much investment into tech to make him viable, especially if you have good equipment and armaments, which I believe I do. Obviously it's not best in slot, but I have all damage, I have march speed, I have good enough inscriptions, and I have good enough equipment when it comes to the tiers and the accessories. So obviously horn is a bit wasted on him, but I'm thinking to use this build because I think this build is like probably the best DPS build you can do. I know there are some variations right now, but you do one naked rage, you do one clarity max. I've seen builds use 3 out of 5 of whistling arrows, but you're losing out on damage bonus, and people are getting like, what are they getting? They're getting razor sharp, which I can see why, but if you're going full damage, then this is not exactly full damage. And I'm only using 2 points in rejuvenate because I have the horn. I'm not going to dismantle the horn or something crazy like that. Just gonna keep it as it is, but just make tweaks with the talent build. Hello, Sparty. Nothing much, just doing the passion quests. I haven't done them today, but I'm also trying to do them with the lands quest. Let's do it. We need some training to do. You know, I could refresh, no problem, but I don't have the R4 in this account, so I'm not going to jump around just to refresh quests. Okay. Let's see what we can do. On this account, like I said, I'm going to be using only infantry. Well, at the beginning, but maybe during the end when I'm going to be forced to spread out the investments, I'm probably going to use multiple marches again, but then again, I don't know when will that happen. Will that happen at Pass 7 at Kingsland? Will I have enough troops for Kingsland? It is debatable, but we shall see how it actually goes out and plays out, especially in these wild opening times when it's like 2 a.m. for me and a lot of people in the kingdom. So definitely something new. I don't think I'm going to be streaming at those times just because I probably won't be able mentally. it's too late. But I did say that I want to keep streaming somewhat consistent every weekend. I tried that yesterday, but something came up. But let me show you the bastions of this KVK real quick. So we have, I think this is third skill of Joan, pretty useless. Well, just underwhelming. Boudica's skill is actually decent. I think this is a really good one if you're using the new archer guy with YSG, because this is basically a better expertise from Zhuge Liang in terms of rage. ZL gives you like 30 rage per activation. This gives you 50, and also gives you healing. So I'm thinking this is really good for the new archer with YG in this KVK. Real good. Then we got the standard, the Belisarius, is always good in every scenario, rally garrison field. Basic Kira, we all know this, just basic stats. Bjorn's is actually quite interesting because I believe this is really good, going to be quite nice with Arthur Philip, for example, because I believe Philip has the 4th skill, which is really similar. Yeah, but only thing is doing AoE of 800. So I'm thinking this could be really good because it's actually giving you even one. It gives you one more target with the same damage factor. Obviously, it won't reduce the rage of the 4th target, but still, I would say it's a very good pickup. And I'm actually focusing on getting this one on the other account because it has the Arthur combo. Now we have Tamar. Tamar is 10% more normal damage, so this is going to be really good for smite, and whenever the troop launches, it debuffs the attack. And this got me thinking because I believe Gorgo has a similar effect, I think with the expertise. Yeah, it reduces the attack. So this could be also a cool possibility, because on the other account I do have Gorgo expertise and I do have Baichi expertise, so I'm going to maybe try Baichi Gorgo and use this skill to see how it does, because you know Gorgo is, you know, not ideal for the field because not all skills apply, but she has high enough damage, she has good enough skills that actually apply, so that makes her somewhat viable, because it's because of the pincer formation. It's just that good. If you have 2 smite commanders in a pincer formation, it's going to do wonders. So that's what I'm hoping this will be the case as well. And we have more march speed in this KVK with the tech, so probably won't be as slow as I would imagine. So yeah, this is going to be a focus on this account and the other account as well. But let me read the chat real quick. Alright, hello. ZL gives you 30 rage for every target hit with your AoE. Let me read that again. Whenever they do skill damage. I mean, it could be true, but it doesn't really specify. It only says on the activations. But still, if you're pairing with YG, this is going to give you that missing link, which makes ZL a bit more reliable because he gives you that constant influx of rage. But the Boudica skill actually provides you that deficiency, so you can probably keep YG with him if you're running 2 archer marchers, or even running with 1. I might even try that out to see what is the difference. But like I said, it's a really good option. Frederick, kind of same, like it's pretty much the same as the Joan of Arc, just pretty useless. And we have the YG skill, which is also fun enough with the rage. So this could also be, I don't know if you'd actually put this with new Archer and ZL, because I think the rage is just wasted. But you know, 100% bonus to Archer unit attack is really good. So you could probably even make some extra tweaks with the talent tree to reduce, like you don't use rejuvenate at all if you're running this and this, which could be like something unimaginable to have a commander pairing without rejuvenate, but maybe it can actually work with the new guy. I will see how this works actually for myself, because I'm curious right now. And then we got Cao Cao, 10% march speed, 30% attack. Pretty standard. Any good calorie march benefits from this. Richard, yeah, more stats for infantry, but this one is just better. Constantine, second skill, just too good to pass on. Infantry is going to be so tanky in this KK. It's going to be insane. We got Khan's, I believe, second or third skill. I think third. It's just bad. Like, you have to be really micromanaging that march, because you can get to below 70% really easily if you're not paying attention. But then again, the fact that you have more troop capacity in this KVK, it makes it a bit more safer to be above 70%, but still not reliable. So this is, I would say this is probably the worst one, and then paired with the healing ones. The healing ones are just, you know, they're alright. They serve some purpose, but this one, it's not really, once it drops below 70, it's basically a useless skill. So. But the William skill is the MVP. This is a great skill. 20% attack, 15% march speed, and 10% more damage. So in the new KVK, all damage is king. If you get all damage from armaments, for inscriptions, and now bastions, it's probably the best one. And I would say this is probably going to be very good. Top 3 for sure. So I'll probably rank this, Constantine's, and I mean, if you're going for like cavalry, infantry, and for archers, well, extra stats or a mechanic. So I'll probably go for a mechanic just because it's more applicable. Might even be something real good. You just need to test it out. Alright. What is your farm archer setup? Still using Trajan? No, I'm actually not using Trajan anymore. It's been like past couple KVKs. I'm gonna show you real quick. So yeah, this is it right now. It's Zook Herman, Lucia Alex, Baichi Wallace, Nevsky Arthur, and Philip Scipio. And it's going to be perhaps changed in the middle KVK, so I can get the Emperor to swap Herman. So I'm going to use Emperor, then ZL secondary and then keep the rest as it is. So yeah, that's going to be the play for now. And I haven't been using Trajan for like 2 years. Only the way I use Trajan right now is in Lost Canyon. And it's actually quite nice there because I just use Trajan Mulan with some armaments that I have and it does the work. Hello, I see you're free to play too, like me. I wonder what you're doing that you got so much expertise, commanders. Well, you know, at the beginning, I didn't have many, but I've been playing for a long time. And, you know, over time, you're just gonna accumulate enough sculptures to do so if you participate in all the events and get, you know, good placements in some events. Yeah, but it's just time. And obviously the commander swap event helped a lot to save enough sculptures this year to potentially invest into more. Like example, Bai Chi, expertise Bai Chi, relatively fast after you got released, and I'm halfway to being able to max another one. I'm missing like 300 something sculptures, so it's just time. Play Ark of Osiris, play KUK, play these events, and you're gonna be there. I have 500 days and only 2. Well, yeah, I know. At the beginning, it probably took me longer to get to 1 or 2. I don't even remember. But you're playing for 500 days. I've been playing for nearly 2,000 more days. So, just to put it into perspective, you know, just these things just take time, and obviously the VIP level matters a lot. If you can get VIP 14 fast, you're going to be progressing faster. For me, it took some time to reach VIP 14. Trust me. All right, where were we? We were at. Yeah, let's make our way for the Tamar skill. Donations. I avoid the donations because I'm just used to being quite fast with bastions, and now I want to be a bit more diligent. And also keep this as a guideline, so you can see here any yellow or green quest is good to go. But even this one with the 2 challenges in Canyon, I don't know why it's red, because, you know, maybe it just gives a little crystal, but for me it gives you Kahar, which is already a lot of crystals, so this should be at least yellow, at least, because it doesn't feel right. You're getting a very easy Kahar key that you can get, you know, in like 1 minute. So that's the only complaint that I have about the quest. Why not Auto Primary? Well, I do not have Delta formation right now. I plan to switch my wedge to Delta by the end of the year, just in time for the new calorie to drop. I calculate how much skills you could get in 3 months. If you do every event, so on, you could get. Yeah, that sounds about right. 551, that's like 380 sculptures. Yeah, that sounds about right. I have Luce and Zugi expertise and Herman 551, and now I have. Yeah. Herman 551. Don't invest into Herman anymore. If you're running 2 Archer Marches, you want to bring Herman because Herman gives the stacks, which makes targets take more skill damage, and Emperor is all about skill damage. So if you're running 2 Archer Marches, definitely Herman is part of that second Archer March. Hello. Let's Burns party? Yeah, sure. We're going to do that on this stream. Probably need to rename the stream a bit, but I support the notion. Because he came in just demanding that I refresh quests. That's not very cool now, is it? But to be fair, there is a lot of quests that could be refreshed. I do not want to refresh all of them though, because there are some good ones. But I do refresh these really high material ones, because it's just not realistic. Let's do this. Keep the gem ones. There we go. We're going to do some crafting. Well, how many materials? Maybe I can save you a quest if you want. What are you making? Are we actually having a training room? You know what? Let's just get the gathering one. It just doesn't expire in like a short time. It's like an 8-hour rune. Yeah, I did Canyon Clash on this account, sadly, earlier today. Looks like we're going to win, so that's good. Right. I think KVK Hammer and the Vacant. Oh, okay, that's a lot of mats. That is a lot of mats. So you're going to do it on stream? I might hop in to see. Bacon actually really got crazy luck with crafting. He got like crit horn, boots, and the hammer. Or was it the sword? I think it was the KVK sword. I mean, calorie sword. So that was something really suspicious about it, man. That's something I haven't heard in a long time, to get someone to have consecutive crits. That's something that I haven't seen in a long time. Alright, this is a relatively long walk. Let's move to the other account real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back on this account. So this is the account. Well, this is the whale account. And let me see where I left it at. I haven't logged in since a couple hours ago. Oh, Samurai. Okay, Samurai, thank you. On this account, we're going to do the inscription, and hopefully we're gonna make it even better with the transmutation stones. But first, I do want to spend some gems on this account, because I have a lot of gems on this account. And I'm probably gonna get the conversion stones, because unlike my main account, I have a lot of these expansions and I don't need anything else right now with gems. Only need stones. I'm low resources. Yeah, on this account, yeah, I'm just going to transfer it eventually for my other account. And just keep it that way. And yes, I am fire camp. I forgot to show, but I found the pre-KVK right now pretty meaningless. Like, honestly, I just don't find it. I don't know, just not something you should focus. As you can see, we're not really focusing it. We never did in this kingdom. And why would you? Because you're not getting something too crazy, in my opinion. Obviously, it scales during the days of KVK, but still. I would rather get something more in KVK. I'd rather have the speed ups for more. Alright, so let's see, VIP. Okay, so this is 12k gems. So we're gonna get all of it. So we're going to find the quests. Okay, alright, so this one will do. And done. I can refresh on this account now. No problem. Less work for me. Now, in this account, we get one more. So we're 8 away from this chest and from getting this. I mentioned this at the start, but the reason why I'm going for this is I have 2 pincer sets, and I'm going to work passively on Tokugawa here. So I just find it to be more versatile to have this inscription compared to other ones. Where is Tokugawa? There he is. So obviously I'm going to do this, you know, passive with MGEs, maybe invest later on, but the plan is to have at least one more garrison commander, because this account has the garrisons. It just needs the special inscriptions, really. The only thing this account lacks are the special inscriptions. But when it comes to stats, it's good enough. Honestly, I think March speed is the best one. Yeah, but you really have to like really aim for it. Sometimes it's a bit hard to do because I think it's like 5th place or 4th. Yes, 5th. So it's not that hard to get. But with this new tech, we have more ways to get more March speed. So its value isn't diminished, but it kinda is. I remember in the past we used to go for training speed as well, because you know you're gonna be training every day. And this is something that I can see quite worthwhile, because in all damage is good, but you're going to be using it in the fighting times. You don't need all damage to kill barbs. So I would say training speed is the most valuable one, if you're not going for the top 3. Alright, let's get more of these legendary armaments by doing this. Yeah, this is going to be an easy win, so I'm probably not going to do it. Let's try this one. What's this? This is the lineup from the last time. Let's see. see if I want to use. Yeah, I'm going to use like my Canyon lineup, so it's something like. It's going to be Luce, Philip. Yeah, because I'm using Philip. So I'm going to be using Baichi with Gorgo here, but just because of the pincer synergy. And I'm going to be running something like this. And then go on with Constantine as a tank march. Yep, that's how I want to play it. Now obviously you want to have the archer marches, but I don't have the archer marches really, so I don't care about the points. So let's go. Am I free to play? Yes, I am. I am free to play, but recently I have an account which is VIP 19, so I'm doing some spending with that account to show you the both sides and to see for myself what it's like actually. So this is currently the VIP 19 account. I have spent $20 on Crystal Tech, you know, just getting the crystal production and the crystal quest. And so far I'm noticing a lot of difference even after a couple days, just because of the sheer volume of crystals you get every day from the crystal production, and it's definitely noticeable. We can spend play points. What are play points actually? I don't know what it is. New Crystal Tech is very spender friendly. Yes, it is. I've seen actually the maker of guide that I'm following has been spending the $20 version, and he got to a very nice, you know, stage before Kingsland where he got a lot of investments compared to the last tech. He got a lot of, and he was able to branch out not just one but two, maybe even three, like if you count, you know, some things and some you don't. So for me that's very encouraging, because it just allows you to have the flexibility. But I want to see how much you can get as a free-to-play, a pure free-to-play. And if you want to know what I'm thinking, I think I have this in the description. So this is it. It's Belect. I actually messaged him about some things like why would you stay at 18? Is there a specific prerequisite? And he told me in order to max color arms 2, it just tells you that you need to be having the academy at level 18. So it's not something that has been explained in the video or in this guide, but now I know why 18. So you buy this account? Well, no. Actually, the original owner wanted someone to keep playing the account. He originally took a big break, and once he came back, he had to do a lot of spending to keep it, you know, up to date and make up for the lost time. And he doesn't want to do it again, so he wants someone to keep playing it and, you know, use it as my own account. And that's what I've been doing really. But obviously taking in mind that, you know, the direction the account is in with all of the garrison commanders right now, that he has expertise. It's mostly infantry, but then again a lot of cavalry as well, and then archers. Alright, we beat that guy. We can easily beat this guy, so let's do it. I spent so far 35 million crystals, and it's very more nice than the previous KVK tech. Okay, that sounds good, but where are you at right now? Are you, I'm assuming, before past 7? Is this before past 7? Or after? I'm guessing before, but I could be wrong. Alright, anything we need to do? Yeah, we could say like this. Oh, we're only in the KVK. Oh, yeah, yeah. Wait, 35 million? Oh, yes, you bought all the pop-ups, right? That's the only way you can reach it. Unless I'm mistaken. So you're probably close to maxing out the single troop type you're going for, right? Bought everything you could. Alright. Alright, man, you're a baller now. So how much is that actually if you're buying everything? How much does it cost? Do you know? I mean, did you add it all up? It's probably like $200 or something, right? Or maybe less. We are in the 4th day? Yeah, we are. Because we are at day 2 of stage 2 of pre-KVK. Yeah. 4th day. What's your thoughts on maybe starting to spend 10 a month? Does it make a massive difference if I bought gem supply between and then Lucerne? Actually, I was curious to see that myself, because on this account I've been doing very small purchases but valuable ones. So the only thing I'm getting right now is the gem supply, is the Lucerne, Rider History bundle when I unlock a commander, and then that's it. And I noticed a lot of gems, obviously, and also a lot more let me show you. So yeah, I bought the supply. I haven't been buying the dailies. I think I only bought it once just to see. You know, when I got the account to see. But yeah, I renewed this yesterday, and the Lucerne I finished. Yeah, Lucerne is finished. But besides the gems, obviously, what I found to be having a lot of are actually the universal sculptures. I'm guessing that's mostly due to the writer history, but still, I also expertise by Chi on this account. Not so long ago, maybe like 20 days ago or something, I don't know. And since then I got like 200 sculptures. I don't even know how. Obviously we had the 7K event, we got, you know, arcs, things like that, but still I have a lot of sculptures compared to my other account, which had, you know, also expertise by Chi but earlier, and he's not that far behind when it comes to sculptures. I mean, I only having like 120 sculptures less, but in probably like in a 3-week period in between that. So definitely the influx of universals is the biggest difference that I'm seeing so far. Should be around 250 euros I spent so far. God damn. In 4 days? I hope you're having like this flux, you know, vouchers and discounts, everything that counts, because you know I've been seeing people get a lot of rewards because they've been spending and using the Rock store to get, you know, passive rewards as well. Things like gems, speed ups, all that good stuff. I'm thinking maybe to start doing that since I'm gonna be doing a sleeper, so we'll start spending. Well, I told you I did notice a difference, and this is something that you're gonna be. The thing I like about the gem supply and Lucerne is you're going to be getting value over 30 days and longer, depending how it takes you to complete the Lucerne. But I like it. It's much more feasible than getting just a one-time transaction and you're good to go. So I like these value over time investments, and I think that it's definitely worth getting. Alright, so we have one more battle. Come on, Sargon. Yeah, that's going to be a win. Let's see if we can find a challenging one. Let's go all the way top to the top. Ah. So this is an archer dude. I want to see this in action. I want to see the Emperor. So we want to kill this dude as fast as possible. So you obviously put it at the safest spot. All right. Ah, yes, I saw that people they're switching the VPN to get better prices. And I remember that from the past as well, but then they did something about it. So they might do that again. So not. I'm not happy with this dude having free damage. This is not going to end well for me, I think. I need to kill this fast. But I don't think I will. Well, if I look at the power, yeah, there's a reason why he was number one. But damn. So I know this Shajar in Canyon is just stupidly overpowered. Stupidly overpowered, especially if you're having multiple infantry marches with pincer formation. Man, that setup is so tanky, so good. But obviously, investing into Shajar is just no, because she doesn't bring much value outside Canyon. So who won't be sugar mommy to bold man? Any takers? Yeah, I got cooked for the archers. Oh well. There's a reason why that dude was top 1. Moving on. This for training. All right, now trash. Could be good. No. Alright, we need 5 more. So we're going to be dismantling some of these legendaries. I don't have many actually. But probably for good reason. Oh, I have this one. You know what? Same stuff, so we're going to do that one. All damage. Oh, this is even a better one. Yeah. You're going to the bin, my boy. No. Yes. Okay. Well clad, valiant, breaker now gonna enraged. I'll keep it. Valiant, bellicose, swift. All right. Why are you so poor? Ah, just the usual. I don't know why you're surprised. Patronage. Ah, this is shields. All right, to the legendary instrument. All right, so this could be useful down the line if I want to do something. Okay. So now we're going for airtight. Boom. So let me see real quick. Instrument. Without an inscription. Yeah. Could use this for infantry. But I got this for archer, so we're going to be... I'm probably going to make this for archer defense as well. I'm probably going to use it here. So we got calm, that is for the scroll, and we got for this. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. King Schmuck in the house. Well, you came at the prime time to inscribe. So now this is my one of the 2 pincer sets. So this one obviously very nice, 1.5% all damage because it's smite, and this one, you know, does the job. This one pretty good inscription, don't want to override it, it's going to be useful. But this one I want to do it because it has a decent all damage roll and we're gonna use the stones to get ourselves better infantry stats. So this is going to be a bit risky, but then again, I had experience with this in the past, so this is not the first time that I'm doing this. So we're gonna see how we actually do. So airtight, inscribe. Gonna take a screenshot real quick, and there we go. So we have 24. I'll probably get even 25 if we need so. Gonna lock the all damage and see where we land. No. No. All right. 2%. You know what? I'll keep 2%. One more time. Last try. All right, so not a big improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. So it will do. It will do. So now, where should I use it though? On the Luce? Probably on the Luce. Yeah, I have robust, assertive, more damage, and shielded. So this is going to be very tanky, but gonna have to play around, because if I want to run, I'm probably gonna run this actually if I'm going to be running 2 smite marches. So the way I want to do this is going to be, I'm probably gonna put this on Luce and then use this on Bai Chi, because I'm going to pair him with Gorgo, which is a double smite combination. So this is going to be quite more useful that way. But there we go. That's a job well done in my opinion. Yes, buddy. So now you can watch me get more rolls on stream, just like that time you watched me get it on the calorie balanced. Was it balanced? Yeah. And it took me less than 20 stones, right? I still have like 7 left. Or 2, yeah, because I had 7 and I used 5. But to paint the picture, on this account, I'm going to be running 2 infantry, 2 cavalry for the most part, and then maybe down the line, maybe at past 7, Kingsland. I don't know how many sculptures I have for the Emperor, but I'm going to be using Huo Joan and Arthur with William. I'm going to be running Luce with Philip and Baichi Gorgo. This is going to be the plan. If the Gorgo doesn't do as well, I'm just going to revert to Baichi Philip and then Luce Alex. But I think this will do just fine, because obviously there are some support skills that I didn't really click here yet, but it will work. I have a feeling it will work, because Baichi and Gorgo have some weird synergy, and that synergy is once you go below 50%. So for Gorgo, obviously not all skills will apply in the open field. You're going to be having the active, which is actually really good, because she also buffs Baichi on the next skill cycle. So this is going to be quite good. This one, you're going to just be getting the infantry attack and the debuff. So this is going to be like the top inscription, basically, built in, which I currently do not have on this account, because like I said, this account is really good, but because it was inactive for a time, it doesn't have a lot of special inscriptions. So this one is useless, and this one is basically the more normal damage. So I'm thinking this March is going to be real good, but synergy comes from here. If it has 50%, less than 50%, you're going to be getting a shield, which is, you know, alright. Reducing the attack, which, you know, in this new KVK attack mode, it's going to be meaningful. But you combine that with Tamar's skill, and she also has the same thing basically, with the same amount. So there's going to be a cooldown, but you could probably keep this at a really high uptime. So you're going to be essentially having a really nice debuff pretty often. And the Baichi obviously has a lot of good, all skills are relevant, but the expertise is also, if you're running below 50%, you deal more damage and take less damage. So once you go below that 50% mark, you're still going to be, I'm not going to be retreating that. I don't usually retreat, but I'm definitely not going to retreat the Baichi march when I get to that point. Only when I get really red, then yeah, obviously it's acceptable to move away, or if you're going to sad face, you probably won't get a better march to sad face than this one. I'm booking my ticket to Bosnia right now, you better learn breathing. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna drown in your tears, bro. I'm gonna drown in those tears. They're so salty. Ah. So salty. I just hope you keep watching. That's all I'm going to say. Keep watching. Alright, so now, where were we? Wait, what's this? Oh. Yeah, this is the new tier. Okay, let's see how many Kahars do I have on this account. Oh yeah, I have a lot of Kahars. A lot of Kahars. This is all the Kahars I've been collecting over the past 4 days. I haven't done any yet on this account, but this is a meaningful amount of crystals, and I do want to progress just to see the further prerequisites. So we're going to open up pretty much all of them. I'll only keep like 1 or 2 for the quests, but I'm going to open up like 15 of them right now. That's like more than 500,000 of crystals. I wish there was a button so you can just open up these easier, like an UI that lets you summon them. I don't know how viable that is to code in, but it would be really nice. Yeah, almost 1 million, yeah. Alright, there's not enough space. Alright, no problem. So for these, I like to use Zuge with Philip because of the skill activations. And let's see how many can we chain. Can I check the honor ranking? Sure, sure. My honor ranking is atrocious. So 20 million top spots. That's a lot of training. And here, relatively tame. I remember on day 2 we have like billions of points. But obviously, this one is special. Oh, hello, potato. Willkommen. Alright, we got 3. We can probably make our way towards this one. Yep. Skiki looks very even. Yeah, I think on paper it may not seem that way because my kingdom has a lot of kills compared to other kingdoms. But this opening time, which is mostly favored like Asian and American rather than European, it might, you know, change some things because once again, it's not a usual time for KVKs. Like, we've been used to getting pass openings around 16 UTC, 17 UTC, but at reset, I don't think I've ever done a KVK that way, and I've been playing for 6 years. So even after 6 years, there's always something that surprised me. But it's a cool challenge. It's just sadly I don't think I will stream those times because it's just not going to be high on energy in the middle of the night. And in a way, it's going to be a little less stressful because I know I won't be, you know, getting war calls. I'm going to be having the time to play confidently, but then again, I'm probably gonna feel like super dead the next day. So I don't know how long will I just hope I don't fall asleep and then get zeroed. Like that's the only thing. So I need to prepare a lot of like coffee. I don't do energy drinks, like things like that. I stay with coffee only. All right, I don't think Zuge will survive. I think he can take down this one though. I'm pretty confident he can. Why not Zeal Richard? Yeah, you could. I just think it takes a lot longer. I like Philip in this scenario because he gives you a lot of these skill activations and he also has the damage reduction built in. Alright, no. He's not gonna survive this. But let's see, we need to open up 3 more. Or yeah, we'll keep it this way. Okay, let's use Richard right now. Let's see. He's probably going to survive because it's a max Richard. But it's going to take a while. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It won't die, it just takes longer. And also, I haven't chained this KVK yet. I've been doing only 5 marches so far. So I haven't been chaining, and also because I don't have the economy tech for it. So I don't want to do it before that, really. Alright, Richard is going to stay alive, which gives us time to max. What am I going for? Yeah, core arms 2 to 8. So I don't need helps. I have thousands of these. No one got time for that. Oh. Yeah, that's a lot of cars. Maybe even too much for Richard. You can't heal, you don't deserve anything. What do you mean by that, man? Why you a hater now? Just because I got a triple like infantry armament, special inscription armament? I mean, that's understandable. Crash out, I understand. But still, it's not my fault your lucky cheeks. What do you mean you don't heal when I'm hitting cars? You can clearly see the healing numbers. But the thing is, this Richard's expertise, so you're gonna be taking less, 5% less damage overall. But yeah, this is... He might kill one of these on the right, but he's not going to survive this. No? Ah, he died. Yeah, the numbers were low. I'll give you that. The numbers were low. Alright, let's revert back to the Philip. I think Philip will do, when he's full health, he's going to do, it's just going to be faster. Actually, these cards have been harder than some of the Kenyan Clash opponents. The first two ones. The third one did clap my cheeks. Alright, I'll give you that. But that dude was stacked. So yeah, Philip gonna clear this out, no problem. No problem. Let's make our way towards another level. Ah, there it is. There it is. So this is the threshold Elect was talking about. Fair enough. Fair enough. So color arms 2 to 6 is the threshold. Alright. So copy, paste 6 out of 10. Academy level 18. Alright. So this was a step-by-step process with each tech that I did. So right away, mine level 25 when I entered the KVK. I went for the Academy level 15 just to see how much can I go, but without upgrading further, because I didn't have a lot of crystals entering the KVK because we didn't have the pre-KVK crystals that came from stage 2. So I wanted to see how much could I get before upgrading further. And I got a decent amount actually. You know, I maxed out the cutting corners for both of them. So in the next KVK I'm probably going to start at 17. I could start at 18 depending how many of those crystal chests that I get. But you know, it could start at 17 or 18, just depends on how many chests you have at the end of the day. And obviously this is not a lot of economy tech, only the cultural exchange was a prerequisite, but obviously it is helpful with the bastions. Call to arms, so the first call to arms is 7 out of 10 and the second one is 6 out of 10. And let me save this real quick. And how much crystal spent is that? Yeah, so this is 10 million crystal spent. Okay, that's easy to remember. Okay. So what I could do on the free-to-play account is when I reach if I upgrade to 17, I could max call arms 1 and then make my way towards 2. But reaching special concoction is actually quite far away. Let me read this again. So 25, cutting corners, special concoction 2. Doesn't really say anything else. But I am this bracket, literally both of these brackets. So combat tech before pass 4, have to fight is max, you know, cultural exchange, barbarian, tech, blah blah. Okay, so I've done this. So combat tech, what does he mean? Maybe he means the troop specific tech before pass. And then when the fight is over, I go and finish all the way back to cultural exchange, barbarian bounties, Karaku, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. We're making progress. Ah, fuck it. Okay, this is a great one. Come on, Philip, you can do it. Alright, to upgrade this, 200k, 250, 225, and then 250k. Yeah. Alright. Let's use these building speed ups for the quest. Yeah, let's use it. Yeah, he got it. He got it. Never in doubt. Okay, we got 2 training quests. And we're gonna combine that with... Like, how many points do I have actually? 1200. Alright, we need more. Yeah, this is going to be the one. Perfect. So we're trying to spread out, not like upgrading only one troop type, because it will probably screw me over in the long run. But at the same time, I do not want to like upgrade to have only T5, because you do want to have T4. If you're not going to use T4 for field, at least you have them so you can upgrade from T4 to T5 for these quests, because that is the best way to do them. And training quests are indeed the best quest you can do in KVK, so you should always have T4 troops in the account, just at all times. So what I do is, I always train T4 in the off season, always, so that gives me some balance if I want to use them in my configuration or for this purpose. But since I'm only going to be using one archer march, I would rather, I would rather upgrade more archers than other troop types. one more. Nice. So, very good usage of events. Oh shit, I have this one, another account. So I have 2 more or 3 more quests. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, level 10 gives me... Wow. This just puts it in perspective in compared to my main account compared to this one. So I'm going to be getting 90k on that account, and here I'm getting nearly 1 million total. Wow. Okay, now we have how many kahars? We have 6, 7. But first, let's, because I might forget later, I want to do all the 5 canyon. And funny enough, Canyon is actually the top ranks are usually predominated by my alliance. So Kevin, Katana, Starcats, Nuggets, Vargey, Mobs, Malibu Fire, KV. So like top 20 is largely dominated by our alliance. So that shows the level of KVK, and it basically confirms that we have the most kills based on these lineups. Rank 1 armor right now, yeah. I might try. Let's see if I can break into top 10. I hit White Castle. This dude hits like a truck. So yeah, probably not gonna try my luck because I know it's hopeless. But this dude, yeah, this dude is a threat. He is a threat. Let's see. I don't want to hit my own people. But let's try to break into top 30 first. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I've seen his account. He has like 70 or 80 million deaths. Like crazy amount of deaths. I haven't seen that since like Fluffy Pony. How do I want to approach this? Well, I do want Zuge here actually. Want to silence the archer. Yeah, let's try like this. Let's give it a shot. I'm surprised that he put QSH at the front, but I'm guessing so he can hit as many targets as possible. But I did put my Guan there, hoping it was us at least silence him for the activation. But yeah, it seems like he's been having too many tanky marches. Yeah. So a head-on duel, probably not a good idea. Probably have to, you know, position my lineup down so they don't all hit the same. So they all hit the same targets. Yeah. Let's see the kills. QSH. I mean, he was in the front. Alright, let's try again. Shanks? Ah, this dude has Shajar. Ah. When I see Shajar in a canyon, I know it's serious. Let's give it a shot though. So how do I want to approach this? Let's actually try like this. Actually, if I... You know what? Like this. I just hope my Guan stalls enough so that my bottom arches can't clean up. But he did put Wallace there, so his Ash died very quick, so that's good. My Guan is still alive, and I killed 2 of his marches, so that's good news. But I hope my marches target the Emperor, and they are doing that. Okay. I don't know. This is still very close because he has Shajar. He does have Shajar. Yep, not gonna end well for me. So this is the power of the new commander. And he's even gonna stay alive, yeah. Damn, he's good. Till at the kid, I think I can kill this. Let's try like this. Hello, Moose. Only hit Sparty? Well, I can't find Sparty, man. He's like top 300. Like, I'm going for the top ranks. Sparty is not that guy. But I think if you can beat Kevin in regular Canyon, you can be #1 in Lost Canyon here. Because I saw Kevin is consistently top 5. Oh wait, I just noticed that I'm using Guan Scipio. I should have been using Guan Constantine, so I didn't change the attack lineup. Ah, see, this changes a lot actually. I just noticed that. Can you try I eat calves? Yeah. Okay, so now we are cooking. Now we are cooking, we guess. So I need to add Constantine instead of what's his face? Scipio. I eat calves. What rank is he though? I've seen this name somewhere. KVD. I didn't refresh. Ah, there he is. Rank 9. Rank 9. 7, 8. Come on, give me 9. There he is. You know your lineup? Why not, man? It's been like 4 days. You need to add the lineup. All right, skip you out. Constantine in. Ah, wait. Ah, I should have added in the new inscription, man. I can't do it now, can I? Nah. All right, how do I want to do this? So this is Baichi Constantine. Okay. Luce Wallace. This is going to be quite tanky, so I need to stall this. Yeah. Baichi Gorgo, Luce Philip. Yeah, let's try. Am I free to play? Yes, I am free to play. Technically, I am free to play. So basically, I want my Guan to be alive as long as possible, so my marchers down can clean up faster than he is able to clean me. And it looks like my marchers are too low to say that, but it's not looking good. But my Huo is relatively healthy, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah. I'll probably try that again, actually, but first let's put in this. Let's put it here. More stats. Hey man, I got BQ, Luce, March finished. Do you think I should go for Ragnar Skipper's second March? I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable investing into skill damage infantry right now because I have a lot of options. I would prefer you go the Smite pairings because it has pincer formation, which is the best formation in the game. So you should go for more Smite oriented infantry. That's just my opinion though. I do like see the reason why people go for Ragnar Scipio. But that was before Pincer. So Pincer changes the story. Pincer is just that good that it makes even the marches that are suboptimal that you think, or commanders like CJ, who are like brought back by the Smite, rework, talent tree. So it's just safer to invest into Smite and Pincer formation. So hope that helps. Okay, so what am I going to do differently? I could do like this. Well, we try the other side. Yeah, I'm free to play. I told you I'm free to play. Gorgo is not good for... Yeah, I know. I do want to keep the Smite pairing because of the pincer formation. I could run Bai Chi Constantine, but yeah, this was not the play. Yeah, this was definitely not the play. Definitely not the play. Yeah, because it was BQ Constantine. But okay. We done a lot on this account. I only did Canyon because I don't want to forget these daily quests. Now I'm going to switch to my main account. Be right back. Alright, back to the main account. Okay, what do you recommend for a second infantry march? Well, my opinion is best you could do for 2 infantry is obviously single infantry is BQ with Luce, but for me it's going to be Luce Philip and BQ with Wallace. But if you don't have Philip, I think Alex can still do the job. Philip is just, you know, more murderable friendly compared to Alex. Alex has the debuff, which makes targets take more damage. Philip makes you deal more damage, but also take less damage. And the rage, and you know, it's just a better version. But Alex will still do the job. Ragnar Phil? Yeah, Philip can work with Ragnar, sure. But if you don't, like I said, it's a skill damage configuration, and I don't know how relevant will it be. That's the only concern. Okay. Well, we have a lot of quests in this account. Oh. Alright. Let's speed it up a bit. Okay, we do have a training quest for mob. And okay. No boosts. Can I see the troops count? Sure. I think I got like 4 million on this account. Yeah, 4.3. It's a mix of T4, T5. I try to balance it out. I have Scipio Philip, but not Ragnar since I can't get him free to play. Oh yeah, because he was like an unlock. All right. Using BQ, Scipio, Prime, and Lucha with Alex. I've seen people use BQ with Scipio, and it's actually not as bad as I, thought it would be. Because, it's a skill damage commander paired with smite commander. But it could definitely work. But Wallace, I think Wallace is a commander you do want to max. Eventually. Like, I don't think you want to keep him not max, because I do have him here on this account. But let's take a look at CJ, because someone's also asking me, is it worth it to invest into CJ? And my answer was, if you're running more than 2 infantry marches, then yes, but if not, I don't know. He does have AoE damage, and this is a cool effect, but less than 30 units remaining. The march is not that, dangerous. But yeah, march speed and attack, which is not as bad as it used to be. This is a really good skill. But if you take a look at the configuration, you do want like all of these skills max. Like, yeah, 50% more normal damage, and the cleanse debuffs. So, and this is just improvement on the 3rd skill, right? So yeah, CJ is also a must max, really. But I don't know if I can feel comfortable recommending people to invest into a KVK2 commander. I don't know. If you have him, use him, but if you don't, I'll probably not invest right now. Same with Bertrand for Delta. Could probably use him with Arthur, but he's going to be replaced with the next Calorie for sure. But the good thing about infantry is you have a lot of options, and usually they're not terrible options. T5 Siege is OP, haven't you heard? Yeah, that's why I have like 500,000 of them. But I don't know if I can really use them in this KVK though. Probably not, but I'll probably try it out just to see how bad is it. Maybe it's not that bad. Because you do have a lot of units in the march. But I'm not feeling too optimistic though. Because I'm not going to be spending any tech that I'm not required to do to proceed. And yeah, that is true. We're getting like every 65-ish days there's like a new commander release. It got a little more manageable with the commander swap event, where you could potentially save like over 1,000 sculptures if you got both commanders swapped in. But if you're investing in BQ and if you're investing in the new archer, you probably want to pump the brakes and wait for no Calorie at that point. Because if you're not running ranged, if you're not running leadership, I am running leadership, but I don't know if I'm going to go work for him because I do have Philip, and he fulfills that purpose. He does skill activations. He makes me deal more damage. He makes me take less damage. He got rage, and you know, pair with the echelon formation, everything is like doubled. So for me, leadership is not going to be investment. I hope not, because if they make a commander like this archer guy that you can't not to, then I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be playing catch up again. But if I invest in the new guy, I'm still gonna have a decent amount of sculptures for the new calorie, which is going to be my goal at the end of the day. Can Cherokee Bertrand be swapped after KVK 2, or are they not allowed? I'm not exactly sure, to be fair. But even if they are, I wouldn't really swap for them though. T5 marches for what? 0 someone? Oh, you mean for looting? Yeah. I mean, it could definitely be useful to have T5 siege if you want to loot fast, because the troop load goes crazy. But yeah, I've been using T5 siege last KVK just to see, with like these shitty armaments. Like, I mean, they're, you know, stats wise they're not bad, but there's no inscriptions. And I've been using it with a gathering equipment. So this one, which doesn't give you too many stats, just has a lot of march speed from the pieces and the set bonus. So that's why I really liked it. But also because it has two purposes, you know, for gathering and for potential siege march. It was actually fun. It actually did alright compared to the investment, which is not high. It's a 555 Gaja and 5511 Gonzalo. And I'm not gonna invest further. It was a fun experiment. Might still have some uses in the old KVKs, but it was a fun experience. The last 4 commanders were non-skippers: QSH, BQ, Arthur, and Philip. Yeah, pretty much. So 4 commanders, you need like 700 sculptures to get them and expertise them. So that's nearly 3,000 sculptures. So there's only so much you can get in a short amount of period of time. So what's the new best city skin? Ah, yeah, that's easy. It's the St. Peter Basilica, right? Yeah, there is. Infantry defense, 10%. That's it. But for this KVK on this account, I do have a different one. So it is one of the reasons why I want to run 3 infantry marches, and it's this one. Infantry attack 20%. It's a 30-day skin. Probably gonna use him on Friday, so it's gonna last me this KVK. So looking forward to using a Zenith skin after. It's been like years, and it was also an infantry city skin. I think it was a cool one. Yeah, this one. So funny enough, it was also infantry attack 15%. Now it's 20%. So I've come full circle once again, but this was like, I don't know, 2022, 23. I don't even remember. But it's been a while, so looking forward to using it once again. Okay. So we're still quite short for the Alliance quest. But I need one more training quest to bridge that gap. There it is. Perfect. Perfect. Time for you to tank with that skin. I'll try. Do you think looping KVK 1 and 2 is a good idea for free-to-play? Well, I'm not exactly sure what you mean by looping. You mean going back to play KVK 1 and 2? And I'm not someone who advocates for migrating back. I think you're getting short-term like gratification, but you're going to be losing out on the long term because you're going to be halting your account a bit, ironically, because you are going back and you might have to be waiting a while to get everything ready to keep up with the new commanders and stuff, because you can't use them before that. So I wouldn't really go back. Alright, I gotta lay off the infantry. Too many T5 infantry. It's not good. Have very bad luck. Training quests? Didn't got any so far. What's happening at every hour? Ah. Oh yeah, you have the max favors. Yeah, lucky you. Let's see, around what time did you hit T5 and finish castle? Oh man, that takes me back. Well, I know it took me quite a while actually, compared to what they do these days. I think it took me over a year for sure, but I don't know how. Was it a year and a half? Close to 2 years? I don't really remember at this point. It's been 6 years. I can't remember. I don't have a video about it since I only started making videos about 2 years ago. So, but I would say a year and a couple months. But it was a different time. The game was new. There wasn't too many like guides and the best optimized way to get all that. So I didn't take it that seriously. But it's a decent guideline. I'm currently VIP 12 in KVK 3. Yeah, that's good. That's good. VIP 12. That's good. You're getting like 2 sculptures, right? Yeah, you're getting 2 sculptures. That's better than me. I think I was maybe VIP 10 or 11 at that time. So it's just a different perspective. So you're doing well. All right, nice. Refresh. I'm actually gonna keep this one just because it's barbs. This one can stay. Yep, not gonna do that. Nice. Oh, I have 5 of them. Okay, okay, that's decent amount of crystals there. Decent. What's up from 2939 Windcamp? Hey, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome. Alright, where were we here? So 17. Ah, cutting corners. Alright, we're gonna use this bar to reduce the costs. Just be a bit more AP efficient. Ah, shit. Okay. Wait, what level are we again? Oh, level 10. Nice. So this rotation is chest fragments. Not really exciting. Do you chain 24/7 like most free to play? Because I personally can't do for more than 3 hours. Well, fun fact, I didn't chain at all this KVK. And it's been 4 days. So I usually don't chain in the first week of KVK. It's not AP efficient, but it's just my way of doing it because I do want to get the crystals a bit faster than doing it chaining. And also I don't have the tech, which gives you more crystals yet, so I don't want to keep it when I do start to chain, which is going to be probably after the zone. But I don't have much AP. It's not a lot, it's like 60k. I use a lot for the 7k event we have right now. I mean, this account, since I'm doing 2 accounts, it's kind of hard. I don't think I've done too many bars on this account. It's only, yeah, 300. So it's not a lot of honor. So that's like 3k. And we're getting ancient ruins, I think, tomorrow or on Tuesday. I don't know, but you know, it's around that time. So need more work. I prioritize the other account because I do wanted to see the prerequisites for the tech, so I can, you know ahead of time on that account, because on this one it does not have the supply and it has nothing. So this is my original account, free to play, and I don't intend to spend money on it anytime soon. And I'm using, yeah, 5 marches. I'm using my 5 combat marches. I'm not using peacekeepers because I just don't want to refresh so quickly. I use my main marches because they're able to kill faster, stay alive longer, at the cost of efficiency for AP, but I'm okay with that. I've been consistently getting over 75 million crystals with this method, so at the end of the KVK. It's just my way of doing things. Please don't lose. Yeah. You know what? Ever since I got the account, I always have a fear of I'm going to purchase something without double checking that I'm on the right account. So it would really suck if I because the accounts are similar in terms of aesthetics. I've changed a bit of avatar just to see some resemblance in the avatar frame, but it's quite similar. It's the same picture, just a bit more zoomed in. So I need to be more careful. So before any purchases, I always look in the top left corner to see, is this the right account? Because it might happen, especially in these opening times for pass. You know, I might be buying something and I bought it on my main account. So that would really suck. Do you spend on a new account? Yes, I do actually. I buy the gem supply, I buy the Lucerne, the regular basic Lucerne tier, and I buy Rider History, so the Commander bundle, and I spent $20 on for the tech, so that's it. It's not a lot. Perfect. I would love to get more bar quests, but so far I haven't been getting that many. It's mostly donations, and donations suck. How many points do I have? Yeah, we're gonna get this one. Let's kill 200 barbs. Any decent? Ah, it's fine. Three minutes. Okay, that's enough training for today. Anything that I missed? No. So yeah, 21% compared to like 70 that I have on another account. Do you buy resources on a new account? No. But depending how low I get, I might, just because you can't do much without resources, can you? Well, I'm gonna go now. Wish you the best of luck. My name is in-game Autobot, by the way. Oh, alright, I'll remember that. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest of the day. And see you next time. And I did mention this in my community post, but I do want to start streaming on the weekends. You know, every weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, at least for an hour or something, just to make that a habit, connect with people, and with enough views, I can maybe give something back with Flux scripts potentially, but that's still some ways to go. It just needs more consistency. And I've been usually streaming just KVK stuff, you know, first day of KVK, major fights, and then some events during the KVK where I participate in, like the egg event, big event, you know, 7K event that if it comes around. So I've been trying to make this a bit more consistent, not just through KVKs, because every KVK is like 2.5 months. So always, I think it's better to just keep it every weekend, at least for an hour or something. Doesn't have to be a marathon. When are you going to get the chair and rope to stream? 10K subscriber special. That's a one-time opportunity right there. Doesn't happen twice. City skins, sure. 41. It's mostly epics of all types. For legendary, I got Twilight Falls, Universal, Field, City skin. But for this KVK, I'm going to be using the Basilica because I'm going to be running 3 infantry marches. So actually, I'm not going to use this one because I have this one for the 30 days. So yeah, this is going to be the city skin for this KVK. But I use top copy for when I'm not fighting, for the AP recovery, and I'm chaining with archers, so archer defense is a nice bonus. And that's about it. I'm thinking to maybe get the calories city skin just for the passive resource production, but it's a lot of coins. It's a lot of coins, man. A lot of coins. Upgrade 9 cataracts. Well, you said you want a number. There it is. Are you gonna max QSH? Probably. You know, I wasn't going to give in to the archer propaganda, but this guy is literally built different. Like, he has a rage consumption. He doesn't have rage requirements. He clapped my cheeks in Canyon. He's probably gonna clap my cheeks in the field. So you probably want to have him as well. So I won't max him this KVK, but I can get him to 5551. I'm 8 sculptures away. I could probably even do it on the stream as well, baby. Could I do it? Technically, I could do it, but I don't have enough coins. Is there a way to get a universal anywhere? Can I get a universal? Yeah, probably like 50k, yeah. Any other way? I could buy. Nah, not worth the gem spend. I don't have too many gems. How many expertise heroes does your free-to-play account have? Well, let's count them together. I don't even know. I probably have like over 20. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. And if you count the gathering, 24. So in total, 24. Not bad. I think I'm close to maxing Ragnar. Yeah. 80 more heads, and that's number 25. Useless, but still. Frederick, I swapped out with commander swap. Same with El Cid. I used to have both of these maxed. And yeah, that's it. 24. Alright, we need to kill these barbs. Do I have farm accounts? No, I don't. Technically I do, but I just don't log in to the account. So it's just collecting dust. It's just, I'm just not used to farming. I'm just not. I tried over the years. I just can't stay consistent. Spend 80 heads for Ragnar, but no, why? It's useless. I'll get it from gold keys eventually. I don't need Ragnar. If it was Ragnar Prime, then yeah, I might consider it, but the regular Ragnar, nah. Hell no. What's up, bro? Any Russian girl online? I don't know. There might be. I doubt there's women or girls on the stream. There was Farmer, only Farmer, like an hour ago, who came by. But other than that, I don't know. It's possible. Hidden Lotus skin. Is that the Calorie City skin? I don't know the names of the skins. I think it's Calorie though. One of the earlier ones. Yeah. No, I don't have them. I mean, for Calorie, I have a lot of these. I used to run this one for a long time. And I've been using this one just because it looks cool. And I've been using this one in the off-season with this transmog. So yeah, this is my off-season skin for the gathering speed. But I don't need AP recovery really. Why do you want the Lotus? It only gives you attack. It's not that great. Unless you want aesthetics. What do you think about S and S tier quests that give gems? What? I'm not sure what you're thinking about. Quests that give gems. Can you elaborate? I don't remember this. Not sure what you're thinking. Yeah, it looks cool. The new, actually the one we just had for infantry, it looks pretty similar to be fair. For infantry. Yeah, this one. It's pretty similar, right? And it's more valuable because it has to get the gathering speed. Oh, it also has this. Ah, that's part of the bundle, right? Alright, that is cool. That is a pretty cool skin. But it's locked behind. Where is it? There was another bundle. Ah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. KVK quest. You mean Bastions? Oh, you mean this one? Ah, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. What do you think about this SG quest accusation? Little requirements. Where can I see this? I forgot about the tiers, really. But in a way, not every KVK is an S tier KVK. Alright, no matter how much you want to hype it. Like the S and S plus KVKs are like, you can have maybe 2 of them in a year. And it's based at the very top of the kingdoms participating in it. So 1960, 1093, 1365 to an extent, 2377, and those type of kingdoms. So yeah, this is for them. This is not the thing for regular KVKs. Now, does it mean you can't get a good rating? No, you can still get a good rating, but this is not probably designed for regular KVKs. Have you bought growth funds? No. I have no purchases on this account. None. And I tend to keep it that way. Okay, we got 45 minutes to finish the quest. So yeah, on other account I'm at 10 million. Here I'm at 7.3. So even after 4 days, the difference between 100% free to play and $20 spent is around 3 million crystals so far. At the start of the stream, I was mentioning in investing in the new archer. But the talent build I would use is, and I think this is important because most people will have a set like this. You know, dragon set, is it going to be 6-piece, 4-piece, 2-piece? It's, you know, margins, but the accessories are usually going to be the same. Alright, you're going to be running either horn, ring, drum, and maybe the flag, because archers are not that fast. And not a lot of people have pendant or things like that. So, because you're going to be having this excess rage, that just gives you more freedom to experiment with the talent tree. And if I'm going to run the new archer, I'll run it like this. So no feral nature, no razor sharp, full whistling arrows, and full naked rage and full clarity, because this is all bonuses to skill damage. Every single talent is just elevating the damage. I'm only putting 2 in rejuvenate because, like I said, you're going to be having rage from Zhuge Liang and his expertise. You're going to be getting from the horn, and you're going to be getting from rejuvenate, but also from draining rage from the other marches. So I think this is going to be quite a cool talent tree, because to me, this one feels like maximizing damage. I've seen variants where they only put 3 points here and they go for razor sharp, but maybe if you're using pendant and ring, but not a lot of people use pendant or like have pendant, so it will feel wasted. So I think this is the build that kind of balances it all out. Now, funny enough, even if you pair with YHG secondary, I think this could still work, because in my KVK we have this skill, which gives us rage upon every activation. So I think this could be a really cool skill to use if you're running YG secondary, and it kind of solves that rage engine problem, because YG actually does more damage with QSH, but the problem is the rage engine is not stable. The rage engine with YG after like 10 to 20 turns it starts to dial down, whereas with Zhuge Liang it goes up, or it keeps steady. So this will kind of negate that issue that you have with YG secondary. So yeah, I think in this KVK I might try this out if I have the chance to be in a decent spot, so I could use archers and use it with this skill and use YG secondary to see how it does compared to the Zhuge Liang. It could be a cool comparison, especially because if I take a look at my museum, I had 3 tiers of YG, so maxed out, extra 12% skill damage, defense. It's probably going to cook. The only downside is the march speed, but you know, you can't have it all. ZL doesn't have march speed either, so it's going to be a close battle. But if you're running ZL, the support skill I would use is Belisarius, and probably because you don't need really the rage. The archer attack is nice, but I think I will run like Belisarius, maybe more stats, I don't know. They both have a lot of stats. Yeah, probably use this too if I'm running ZL, just because of the attack, really. Not necessarily the rage. I think it just needs more testing. Boudica YG Relic, Boudica Philip. Oh man, Boudica. I don't think you'll have a good time with Boudica. Because if they see you with Boudica primary, you're gonna be targeted. Because they know it's a weak point. But if you want to do more damage on your way out, YG. I think Philip Boudica is going to be a bit wasted because it won't survive as long, and you're going to be losing out on the buffs that you would have if you pair Philip with another commander, like Luce, for example. But actually, this might be interesting if you're running Boudica and if you have the new archer. She does make the target though. The target takes more skill damage. So it's not like Herman, which gives stacks to like 3 or 5 targets. I think it's... Where is Herman? I think it's 3, right? Yeah, 3. So Herman has the place to be in the second Archer March simply because he makes targets take more skill damage. But that is about it. Boudica does the same, but she does it to a single target. So sadly, she used to be really good. I remember using her, and at the time she was great, but now I just don't see a way. Okay, let's try to refresh one more time. This will do. Nice. So I'm thinking tomorrow I could probably unlock the first support skill. Very nice. Okay, we got 3 more canyon chances. I have to not forget that. We're closing in on my barb quest, and we shall see what is there to do next, if there is anything to do next. I've been streaming for like 2 hours now, almost 2 hours. Actually 3. Yo, time flies fast. But, you know, I eventually planned to do this yesterday, but I had something come up, so I wanted to make up for that today, and I think I did that. That's very glad that I had the time to be available this long. So you can see my lineup here. It's a bit similar, but still different. But on this account I don't have gear for 6 March, so my Trajan Mulan actually does not have equipment, but it has armaments. So at least it's not like just a punching bag, even though it actually is alive for quite longer than I expected. But yeah, that I'm getting cooked by the archer. Jeez. How many kills did he get? Where is he? Oh my god. 400k kills. Yeah, that's broken in Kenya, man. Absolutely broken. Okay, he has Shajar too. Nah. Nah, not attacking that dude. This one I think we have a shot. Not looking good. I'm lacking deep DPS on this account. No archer will help me with this for sure. What? How is this guy top 100? Yeah, my archers are low. My DPS marches are low. But this could still be doable though. Ah, the Huo might cut me off. There might be hope. There might be hope. Come on. Yeah, we got it. Half a million kills. Holy shit. And there we have it. Got 3 more quests. But I have like a couple days to do it, so we'll be done probably tomorrow. It's been a nice timing with the more than gems and pre-KVK, KVK, so a lot more variety than usual. Just making sure I always keep steady with the crystal quests every day. So I got everything I could do for the day. We're probably gonna be getting Heart's Desire in a couple days. So it should be Sovereign Keys, which gives me 2 levels. I have more than enough to make my way to 200. Let's see what type of quest do I have left. Gathering, alright. Building. Participate in alliance building. Okay, I haven't done that actually at all, which is unusual for me. But that's fine. I think we had a really good and productive stream. It's been nice interacting with you guys, and probably gonna make a break and catch you guys in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.